Hey guys, back here at Shock Treatment again. We've just been down the track and we've just done the final testing on this Husky T300. Had a really good result. We've overhauled the forks and the shock and so on, but we've got Graham here who is just a happy trail rider. He's not racing or anything like that, and he just wants his bike to work a little bit better. Now, one of the things we found is that his bar width was a little excessive, and so when people buy bars for their bikes, they're actually sold as full size and they're designed to be cut down. Much easier to make a bike shorter, make a set of bars shorter than it is to make a set of bars longer. So they're sold in the widest width, and what we want to do now is just get this sorted for Graham. And when we get that right, it's amazing how big a difference this will make to the handling of the bike. So he's already had a cracking result. Now we're going to make the bike even better. So what we want to do, get Graham on the bike. Graham, what I want you to do is sit back on the seat a little and put your hands behind the bars just a bit and make a fist. Okay, so now in order to find the best bar width, what we want to do is get him to find his most natural position. And if we get him on the bike and we ask him to close his eyes and move his hands in and out, okay, and the reason I say close your eyes is because if he's looking at the bars, he will basically naturally gravitate to those handle grip positions. So what I want you to do is close your eyes and move your hands in and out and find a position that's absolutely comfortable for you. Okay, open your eyes. So you can see here, we have quite a bit of difference between his natural position and the bar position. And so what we're going to do now is shorten those bars, and we can shorten these approximately 20 millimeters each side, and you'll be blown away by the difference that'll make. You can relax now.
That's incredible.
Yeah. Now, we're going to be talking about head shake in motorcycles as well, and one of the most common cases for head shake is when we put a small kid on a larger bike. So when the kids jump up from, say, 85s onto 125s or 250s, very common to see head shake coming as a result of that. And the reason is generally because the bars are way too wide and the rider ends up in a position of very poor strength. And so by getting the bar width correct, you'll be amazed how often you can cure head shake problems in motorcycles. There's a lot more to head shake than that. There's, there could be geometry issues, spring issues, suspension issues, but the bar width has an enormous part to play in that. So we'll get this sorted. We'll have a look at Graham once he goes down the track and tests this, and I'm sure we'll have a much more positive rider when he gets back. Okay, so now we've removed everything from the bars, moved everything up. Okay, the hand guards are off. Turns out we can only get about 15 millimeters per side, but that will be enough to make an amazing difference for Graham. And what I've done here is simply wrap some masking tape around the bars so that it'll give you a nice square line to work to. And I'm going to cut these with an angle grinder. You could use a hacksaw or anything you like. Very importantly though is that we finish the edges, so we're going to file the edges and chamfer them so that there's no burrs to catch onto. And also, very important, make sure you've got no alloy filings within the bar. So we'll blow a little bit of compressed air down there. If you don't have a compressor, you could simply blow through there, that'd be fine. But very important to get it cleaned out. So we managed to get it 30 millimeters out of the bars, and now Graham's going to take us for a ride and be interested to see his ride impression when he gets back. Okay. Motocross riders take longer to dress and undress than women. How'd you go?
So we would say more control.
Yep.
Just have more control of the bike.
So a little bit or a lot?
A lot, like a lot. We just felt that I could just put it easier to where it's the line I wanted to find.
Yep.
It was just so much easier to control and sort of confidence exploring. Like as a below average rider, it just made a big difference to be able to put it in that corner, control the bike. If it got out of hand, I could correct it easier, I found.
Yep.
But definitely, look, I can understand. I've put bigger bars on my kids' bikes, and I can see how they can get head shakes. Now, I thought I've done them a disservice, so I've got to get my kids' bikes out here because, yeah, it's a lot easier.
For sure.
It's a lot easier. I didn't even understand how the bars worked, so it's making, as I said, as a below average rider, a 50-year-old.
No worries. Perfect. That's excellent feedback.
Yeah.
And so there you have it. Really good result, and just by sizing the bars to suit the rider. And we do have a specific handlebar video which I'd invite everyone to have a look at because it's got some valuable info and even goes into the bar bends and so on. But for little kids on big bikes, I can't emphasise enough how important it is to get the right size bars, and that will eliminate 90% of the head shakes. And if we, a noisy caddy coming in, if you take that a step further and go through the entire ergonomics, lever positions, you know, and so on, you'll have a much more comfortable and much more controlled bike to ride. Okay, so after this we'll go into other courses of head shake and we'll basically explain what you can do to get a more comfortable, more confident handling motorcycle. Okay, thank you.